We're going to take another look at the 2024 recruiting class, and we're going to shine a spotlight on 5-star cornerback Jaylen Mbakwe, who is signed with the Alabama Crimson Tide. And he's got a very interesting recruiting cycle because he finished his high school career as a quarterback, listed as an athlete by 24/7 Sports, but a cornerback by the rest of the recruiting sites. Nonetheless, we're going to take a look at those senior highlights. We're going to take a look at what he's doing on the field. We're going to take a look at his scouting report as well. But before we do all that, you need to click that subscribe button. Tap it with the finger on your phone. Click it with the mouse on your computer, because we're going to be covering this 2024 recruiting class all off season long, so you can get a good idea of what these freshmen are about when they start making headwinds on the field for your favorite team, whether it's this year, next year, year after. When they start playing, you know a little bit about those players. Click that button. Stop missing out. But we're going to start things off with his profile page over at 24/7 Sports. If you're here for just the highlights, fast forward a few minutes. But 5-star recruit in both the composite and in the initial rankings, they got him listed as an athlete here. Athlete 1 here in the composite, athlete number 2 in the rankings. In their rankings, 5'11", 170 is what they got him listed at. Signed with Alabama on National Signing Day. Had 29 offers at least. And then looking at the top here, Alabama, Auburn, Arkansas, Clemson, top tier Power 5 schools looking at him, which is huge when we're looking at the recruiting process because the market likes him. 10.46 verified 100-meter time. That is cooking. That is pure speed. Also played in the Under Armour All-American game, Mississippi, Alabama All-Star game. Talking about him on the scouting report here. Verified size, 5'11", 170 pounds, possesses growth potential, exhibits good patience and suddenness as a route runner, shows the ability to create separation, understands leverage and how to create natural separation from defenders, also maintains the ability to play on the defensive side of the ball. Pure football player, because he plays quarterback, he plays wide receiver, he plays cornerback on the defensive side as well. 10.46 speed, and this guy is fast. Looking at the 100-meter times, we got a 10.76 time here. Also 10.86, 10.9, 10.97. He's fast. That's one thing you can say. Signed with Alabama in December. Had an official visit there in June. Also another one with Auburn twice, March and June. And then also a January visit with the Florida Gators. Looking at his production here, we do not have his 2023 data. We don't have those numbers here on 24/7 Sports. But the receiving yards, 393 yards in 2022, 677 in 2021. Then he made the move to quarterback. That's where the highlights are going to be at, because we're looking at senior highlights. If you want the other highlights, let me know and I'll do another video. But going to On 3 here, looking at the rankings from all the sites, because they have them listed, which is great. I like that. 5-star in 24/7 in ESPN, 4-star with On 3 and Rivals, but at the top here for On 3, he's also a 5-star. At the cornerback position, they got him rated at the second best. ESPN second best. Rivals third best. 24/7 Sports, I don't know what you're doing if you're ranking him as a cornerback or an ATH, but we know he's listed high, and that's all we care about. Rivals, just to show you real quick, they got him ranked as a cornerback as well, but we're here for the tape now. Let's take a look. Let me know if you got him rated as a 4-star, 5-star. Most of this is going to be him at the quarterback position because he had to take over, but honestly, watch him move. Watch him on the field. Watch that speed, because this guy can take off. And look at him already. He's just moving laterally well. He's explosive. He's got speed. Speed to burn. Already showing it. Here's the next play. Stepping back. Looking downfield. We got a little bit of an arm there too. Sling it downfield. Like they said in the scouting report, he's just a football player, because that's what he is. He can play it all. And that's a good thing to see. Makes him versatile. He's been recruited as a cornerback. And that being said, the movement skills and speed, that's something to look at. We're going to have some defensive plays on this tape, but really he was showing off his quarterback skills and his highlight on his huddle for his senior season. But if you want the other stuff, we can dig into that as well. I can do another video here soon. Looks like, here we go. We're at DB here. They circled him off wrong. They circled him off wrong on that one. Steps back, looks forward. Good lateral agility. He moves well. Explosive prospect. Explosive. You can definitely tell that if someone playing wide receiver start eating cushion on him, he's able to flip them hips and run with them. He's going to be all right. He's got speed. Speed to make things up. They can use him in a lot of ways too. Special teams. Very dynamic player. And maybe they want to flip him over to offense later. They got a lot of players at Alabama. That's just how that works. When you're versatile like this, you're hitting 10-4s. You know you're going to be moved around, or you got the chance to. Look at that. Woo, he's explosive. He's explosive. He was a blur. One of the fastest players we've seen this offseason. I can tell you that much. There's a couple other fast players. I'd like to see him race. However, he's fast, and that's all I need to know. He's speedy fast. There's other huddle tapes we go over where I'm saying, hey, this guy's fast enough. He's more than fast enough. This guy's pure fast. Pure explosive. He's got a good arm on him. Considering he's not a usual or traditional quarterback, he's a guy that just flipped over to the position to get the team by over the summer. Plays wide receiver. Plays defensive back. Probably have less defensive back tape because they want to preserve the quarterback. I bet you 24/7 Sports did not just change their listing for him. And they should have. That's lazy. Because everybody else knows he's a cornerback now. But they saw him as a quarterback, listed as a wide receiver previously, plays some defense, and you know what? We're going to keep him as an athlete. And maybe that's the best thing. Be more versatile with him. Be more ambiguous. And I can kind of look at him like that. You can put him anywhere, and maybe they get the spring ball, and they're like, hey, come to this side of the ball. Or, hey, come over here. Hey, we're going to put you in the nickel. Or whatever. Whatever. But this guy's got speed. He's explosive. He's going to do some things. Look at him go. Look at him go. He is rolling. Very explosive playmaker. Let's just say that. I can see him be successful on both sides of the ball, especially if he develops. To be able to switch positions and still get yourself recruited high is huge. It's huge. That's another thing that you got to point out. He's just taken over. He's just taken over. So what we're looking at here is a playmaker. A guy here that can just take over, do what he wants on the field, and he can do that on offense and defense at the high school level, which means there's a good chance he transitions well at Alabama. Alabama's Alabama. There's a lot of stiff competition there, but with that world-class speed, that high-end athleticism, that burst, he's going to get his opportunities. They're probably going to figure out how to use him and scheme him up and find him the right place to play. Cornerback is looking like it's where it's going to be at for him for sure, because that's where he's listed at. But you know how things roll. Once you get in the spring ball, you can just flip players around. So be on the lookout for him. Keep reading up on him just in case. But just know you got a prospect here that's very explosive, one of the fastest players in the country at the college level, high school level, any level really, because that's pure speed and that can be dangerous. Let me know what you think about him in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button on the way out. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.